Ladies and gentlemen, what is up and welcome today to the 42-month account tour, 3.5 years for my main account Seatin, man. Today we're going to go over all my champions, resources, roster, and just talk about, my progression in general, how we're building up the roster, what champions we're looking to upgrade, and all of that fun stuff, because the last 2 months have been crazy, mate, crazy. And I can't believe, sitting down today, I was like, I've been playing this game for 3.5 years. And thinking back to when I first started playing Marvel Contest of Champions, I feel like the game is almost unrecognizable now. And I think for the most part, that's a really good thing, because I think a lot of the champions that have been introduced into the game, especially in the last year and a bit, just are all very interesting and unique and have all sorts of kind of quirky abilities, play styles, and they're all very fun to play, man. Well, I say all of them. I'd say a good 80-90% of new champions I think have been a really solid addition to Marvel Contest of Champions, and I think the fact that overall the general character is a little bit more interesting, a little bit more enjoyable to play, is leading just to this continuous increase that we seem to see in the amount of players in this game, also with the huge success of the Marvel movies this year as well, because it's really weird, man, because I'm used to playing, again, MMORPGs in the past, like World of Warcraft and Arcade and Rift, where the game launches and you have loads of players and then it dies down and the game eventually dies, whereas Marvel Contest of Champions just seems to continually build up and up and up in terms of its player base, and you really see that in terms of YouTube, in terms of the numbers, the viewership, the people engaging with content. So this game is so weird, but I love it. I really, really do love it. And having, again, a very transparent conversation, I have spent now about $30,000 on this mobile game. However, I run this professionally as a business. A lot of the money we spend is to generate more money via YouTube ad revenue, sponsorship opportunities, and also allow me to do champion rank up and gameplay videos, and all sorts of spotlight character videos, which again, we can get more revenue on, make more money back. So we spend money to make money, man. So $30,000 does seem like, well, it is a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. But for every dollar that I've spent on the game, I've made at least $2 back. So it's going very, very well for me, man. I've certainly got no complaints there at all, and that is largely thanks to the really overwhelming amount of support that I'm getting from you guys watching the videos, the MCOC community. So honestly, man, I can't thank you enough, and I'm always working hard to put out the best content, the best showcases, the best guides that I possibly can. But anyway, now that all of that is out the way, let's have a bit of a look at the roster. So I'm going to start the 6-star champions before we go to the 5-star ones. Now currently we have 35 6-star champions, and the last 2 months especially have been insane for the 6-star roster. We got an Awakened 6-star thing. He's now ranked 2. We also have Ghost that we got from one of the Spider-Man crystals. She's at rank 2 unawakened, man. Both of those champions are crazy, crazy good. Absolutely zero regrets taking both of them up to rank 2, man. I think they've got a lot of long-term potential. And then we've got, yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. The 6-star Mysterio, a new addition to the roster. My Rocket is now double duped, dupe level 40 there. Obviously got the Namor. We got Sentinel awakened as well. We got Bishop awakened via a Cavalier crystal. We got Thor, Jane Foster, and awakened her. We got Omega Red via Cavalier Crystal. We got Gamora via a 15k featured on the big 6-star opening that we did a while back. Also got Angela off a Cavalier. We got Sunspot off a Cavalier. I think we got Loki off a Cavalier as well. Sentry off a Cavalier. Captain America we got from a 10k. Void we got from a 10k. Cyclops we got from a 10k. And also Juggernaut we got from a 10k as well. But Captain America and Void, man, that was such a crazy opening. But because I already have a fully maxed out version, 5-star version of Cap, the 6-star one isn't super useful for my roster at the moment until I get him awakened and at very high signature level, because the awakened ability does add so much more utility onto Captain America. And it's a bit of a similar story with Void, because we got the 5-star at rank 4. He's awakened. I think he's dupe level 160 at the moment. So those characters are just currently being surpassed by their counterparts. But I remember like 2 months ago, I just had some pretty trash 6-star luck, but those Cavalier crystals, man, and that massive 6-star opening, they've really brought the roster back. So I'm so pleased with my 6-star roster now. I feel like I've had some really, really unbelievable luck in terms of the 6-star champions. And I've still got plenty of gameplay videos. I want to do a Gamora one, an Angela one, and yeah, maybe explore some more characters in the 6-star roster as well. So yeah, really happy with the 6-star roster. The 5-star roster, we currently have, what is it, 14 5-star champions, at rank 5, and I'm kind of at this point where I'm only going to rank 5 a 5-star champion if it's either like beyond god tier, absolutely insane, or gonna benefit me in terms of prestige. So those are the two criteria, because like my 5-star roster, it's kind of strong enough for the majority of content, so I'm trying to shift the focus towards 6-star champions so I can kind of build a roster and lay the foundations for future rank ups once tier 5 becomes a little bit more available than it is currently. We got Spider-Man up there. I love Spider-Man. He's so much fun, great for prestige, but he's mainly on Alliance War defense at the moment. We got Captain Marvel and Nick Fury. I would say out of this year's champions, my two like favorite rank 5 characters are Captain Marvel and Nick Fury. If you have these characters, my advice is just take them up to rank 5, man. They are so good. Like Captain Marvel, the burst damage is absolutely crazy, and Nick Fury, the bleed damage is just honestly insane, and they're so much fun to play. They've got a lot of utility and clever ways you can play them in all sorts of matchups. So yeah, I love the Captain Marvel Nick Fury combo, and they're both pretty good for prestige as well. Symbiote Supreme, the ultimate mystic nullifying god there. Love that man. He's very good for the 6.2 champion. We've also got Blade up there. Blade has served me so long for so many different matchups that I appreciate him, and I still occasionally use him for Alliance War if there's like a very heavy villain path ahead. Havoc, I used to use quite a lot for Alliance Quest, especially for the diss track path, but now mainly that man sits on Alliance War defense, but Havoc's still really fun to play. You've got some very solid like burst damage output with the special 3, so there are going to be scenarios in the future where I'm sure I'm going to be using Havoc there. Love my rank 5 Warlock, mainly took him up for prestige, and also the fact that I kind of needed a solid bleed immune character at rank 5. But yeah, Warlock is so much fun to play, man. Got an absolute arsenal of utility. Medusa's still super fun and great for any really annoying robots. Domino is just insane with a full Trinity, man, spamming those heavy attacks, so good. I don't really play my Cap like as much as I used to, because his kind of place has kind of been taken by Sunspot or even Havoc in Alliance Quest, but I still love Cap, man. He's still very useful. Like any scenario where I need a big heal reversal that's quite immediate, like Cap is my go-to guy there, or a lot of block proficiency, but I'm kind of just sport for choice, man. That's my my biggest first world problem. Still love my Stark Spidey. Absolutely love my Cull Obsidian, man. His damage is just so crazy. Sunspot I'm using for the Incinerate paths and also the diss track paths in Alliance Quest, and he is amazing. Like even Unawakened just blows through a lot of stuff in Alliance Quest map 7. So yeah, I love Sunspot. Very happy to have him at rank 5. I want him Awakened just for a little bit more firepower, the synergies, and also prestige, but I've only got like a generic gem to use on him, and Sunspot, he isn't quite worth a generic, at least in my opinion, just because, you know, his Awakened ability is a bit of a nice to have and not super essential, but hopefully we can get him Awakened at some point. Hyperion, love Hyperion, man. He's such an insane champion. So yeah, big fan of Hyperion. So useful for a lot of the Variant 2 stuff that I was doing a few months back, but Hyperion just comes in use all over the place. He's very good for a lot of the Act 6.2 content as well. And then 5-star rank 4s, we got Ghost Rider, Dr. Voodoo, Void, we got the Corvus Glaive there. I'd like to get Corvus maybe to rank 5 at some point in the future, but I don't know, I just don't really feel the rush to take Corvus up at the moment, because I just enjoy playing a lot of the other champions, man. But Corvus, he is fun. He's really good to have at rank 5 as well. So at some point I would like to take that man up. We've also got Ghost. I took Ghost up to rank 4 just before I pulled the 6-star version, but I do like having like the 5-star rank 4 Ghost, so I can run double Ghost like I did for the majority of the variant 3 completion. 5-star Gwenpool and Iceman, not doing too much for me nowadays, but you know, their utility is there if needed, man. Like Iceman got that crossbones and axe 6 down for me this year, and Gwenpool was very good for the Thanos in Uncollected around the release of Avengers Endgame. And then we got Thanos, who's just a pure trophy champion there. Magic, who we recently got to rank 4 via a 2015-2016 gem from Variant 3. We got rank 4 Kamala from a variant gem, Hulk at rank 4 from a variant gem, Venom at rank 4 from a variant gem, Star-Lord at rank 4 from a variant gem, Luke Cage and also Hawkeye at rank 4, all from variant gems. So those variant gems, they're banging, man. They're really, really good to have, because these are a lot of high-value champions. If I ever do need them. And then, yeah, going down the roster, we got Massacre, Phoenix, Sabretooth, Doc Ock, Wasp, Cable, Carnage, Mephisto, Thor Ragnarok, Sentry, Annihilus, Yondu, MODOK, Ronin, Diablo, Quake, Korg, Storm, Heimdall. Love my boy Heimdall for the synergies, man. So good. Green Goblin. We've got Archangel. Archangel, he probably does deserve a rank 4 at some point. So I'd like to take him up in the future, man. We've also got Mr. Sinister, Killmonger, Sentinel, Nightcrawler, the Hood. I really want to do a Hood video at some point in the near future. Also got Vulture and Karnak. We've got the Invisible Woman. I'd love to take Invisible Woman up, but she's a really good champion unawakened, so I'd ideally like to pull the 6-star version of her, just so I don't have to use tier 2 alpha or a rank 4 gem to take her up. But I have a science rank 4 gem at the moment, but I'm kind of saving that to see, like, you know, if Mr. Fantastic or Dr. Doom are going to be science champions. So I'm a little bit curious for that one. We also have Goldpool, the trophy champion, Symbiote Spider-Man, X-23, She-Hulk, Crossbones, Human Torch. Again, another champion I really like at rank 4 with the Human Torch. However, yeah, if I can pull a 6-star version, then I can save a rank 4 gem or some tier 2 alpha there, man. But Human Torch is really fun to play. I really do quite enjoy him. Hulkbuster, we got a secondary thing there as well. And yeah, just so many champions, man. In total, I think we've got about 132 5-star champions. So, you know, having a bit of a scroll down the roster, you can see all the extended characters here. Love to get Darkhawk Awakened and ranked up as well. Maybe similar story with Omega Red, but now we've got the 6-star version. Probably going to focus on that. When we get Spider-Gwen Awakened, I can take her up to rank 4 via a 2015 gem as well. And yeah, quite a few champions I would like to revisit at some point for kind of rank up and gameplay videos, man. So the 5-star roster, as you can see, is pretty extensive at this point. And then moving on to the 4-star roster. So we've got pretty much every 4-star champion in the game. I think we're missing like 4-star Kang, maybe a few of the newer ones. So we've got 152 4-star champions, and all of them but 3 characters are awakened. I think it's Havoc, the brand new Black Widow, and also the OG version of Vision are the ones that aren't awakened. But yeah, the 4-star roster is just, you know, crazy stacked out there, but we just don't really need to use it anymore. And the 3-star roster, this is how it's looking as well. Yeah, a lot of champions, man. Pretty much, I'd say a good 70% of them are fully maxed out. Do enjoy an occasional 3-star trophy gameplay showcase there. So 3-star roster is looking pretty good as well. And this is the profile. So currently, the top 4 champions are Spider-Man Stealth Suit, Captain Marvel, Nick Fury, and Symbiote Supreme. We have 584 champions total and a base hero rating of just under 1.5 million. So where does that place me in the leaderboard? I'm still not even in the top 500, man. Like, the whales, I was actually 512 when I looked this morning, and now I'm 513. Unfortunately, my big head is kind of blocking out the way here. But I've spent about $30,000 on this game, man, so it just gives you a bit of an insight into how much all the big blubbery whales are spending. But there are definitely people toward the the top of this list that just drop a ridiculous amount. I think Cap's Booty, this man here, who's number 4, he's an officer in Endgame. This champion makes me insanely jealous, but he's got a 6-star rank 2 Namor, man. Dupe level 200. So he's pulled 6-star Namor, I would assume, like, at least, you know, 8 to 10 times, and then topped him up. But he's just got Sig 200 6 stars for days, man. Like, at the top of the game, the whales are frightening, boys. It's really frightening in terms of how much they spend. And if you watch Crystal Opening Whales channel, you know, there are whales even bigger than him, man. They go even harder on the Cavalier crystals, so it's a little bit mad. Now, in terms of the resources here, I almost have enough to form a second tier 5 basic to get another rank 5 champion, but I think, again, I'm going to try and focus on getting another 6-star champion up to rank 3. I'd kind of like to take that Omega up, but I really want Omega to be awakened before I take him up, so that'd be a great time as well. Just in terms of the tier 4, man, we've got so much Mystic. We are just bone dry on the Cosmic for the most part. My Science is a little bit lacking as well, but we do have some Alliance Quest crystals to open fairly shortly. So I was hoping to get a Black Widow to absorb some of that Mystic there. In terms of the tier 5, we are over a third of the way to getting a single tier 5 for Ghosts there, but it's still quite a journey to go, man. We're very far off like any other tier 5, but tier 5 is just yeah, so impossibly difficult to really muster any of it for the class at the moment. But there is a little bit in 6.2 that we still do have remaining there. And also in terms of the inventory, what items we have a generic 5-star gem. We also have a 5-star tech gem. We have 2 5-star skill gems, and 1 5-star mystic gem there, and also 1 cosmic as well. So like, I really just need a mutant one, in all fairness, so I can awaken Sunspot. That'd be a really good time. Just loads of boost and all sorts in the inventory here, man. Got a lot of stuff stacked out there. A lot of signature stone crystals as well. We've actually got a lot of levels for generic 5-stars. So I'm looking to maybe get Sunspot up to 200, because we actually do have a lot of these mutant ones as well. But also, I'm really keen to try and get a 5-star version of Namor and fully max him out, because Namor, he needs his awakened ability and all those signature levels to really get that beyond God tier level of value. So yeah, man, 5-star Namor is one of the dream pulls at the moment. We also do have a rank up gem for a 2015, 2016 tech champion, so I might take Howard the Duck up to rank 4 at some point for a little bit of fun as well. But we also just have like a use it on any champion skill and science one, a 2 to 3 and a 3 to 4 there. So yeah, that's how that stash is looking. And then finally, in terms of the crystals, we do have another 6-star to open. We got a featured 5-star, brought 1 discounted there. We didn't really have too much, in all fairness, going on. I think some of the biggest stacks of stuff that we do have is probably the uncollected Cavalier daily crystals. I've saved up 160 of these, but I think I'm going to wait till December and go for ideally about 250 to 250 opening, because I think that would be quite an interesting showcase there. And also December, man, you know, it's peak spending time, so the YouTube ad revenue is extra high there, boys. So that is a little pro playing the long game on the Cavalier daily crystals, but that should make for a great crystal opening, man. I'm looking forward to that one. We've been saving up Alliance Quest crystals. I think 2 more weeks we're going to have over 200 of the map 7 ones, so we'll do a very big Alliance Quest crystal opening of probably about 140 map 6, 200 and something map 7, and then we'll also open all the T4CC as well. We got 16 of that. Also, I do have a lot of these 6-star +5 signature stone crystals. So I'm thinking of like opening these when I get a champion awaken that kind of really needs the signature levels. So yeah, I'm hoarding those for a while, man, just for maybe another crystal opening video or something like that. But aside from that, that is I think pretty much it when it does come to the account. Just to very quickly show you my my mastery setup as well. I think it's the pretty basic standard one, which I use outside of using the suicide masteries. So we've got 33 in offense there, we've got 10 points in defense, and also in terms of proficiencies we have 16 points, including 4 points in mystic dispersion as well. But there is a lot of flexibility in different ways you can build your masteries, but that's kind of my, you know, just general go-to setup. However, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the end of today's what is it, 42-month account tour. So hopefully you did enjoy today's video. If you did, please do smash that like button. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.